Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Power football with the run. Smashes through. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
They feed him again. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Dropping back, it's McKinnon. Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. On the option. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Line getting set on second down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's McKinnon. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They go to the ground. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
You You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll ride his man on the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Tackle is made after the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run the option. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Wants to throw. It's McKinnon. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll try to sneak it. The Bears look to keep this drive humming. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Big fullback's got it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Spits it out to the back. Quick strike complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
As a a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. At the 40, there he goes. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Oh, man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Off the play fake. And they couldn't hold off the Heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now rolling to the left. Fires on the move. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Off-play action on first down. Getting some heat. It's complete to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. Using his legs to buy some time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Back to throw, it's McKinnon. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. A lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a third down.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Back to the ground game on the left. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. USC has just had no answers today. You should see what the Trojan greats are saying on social media right now. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, talk about not safe for work. They're trailing by 14 to Nebraska. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fast motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's McKinnon. He tries to take the top off. And it's caught inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Bears want to crank the tempo. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll try to do it himself. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He's going to bring it out from deep. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking. give him a little crease, and you can see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Bear offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe
he'll take a deep shot here. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on 3rd. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And this kick will be marked down just inside the 45-yard line.
Man, it looked like that was a house call. He made the first guy miss. It was going to the house. He was going to score a touchdown. And then, man, what a big turn of events. Talk about shifting momentum. He coughs it up, gives it to the other team.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Dropping back, it's McKinnon. Using the quick game. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
Pick up a 5. Third down coming.
Trying to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap on third down. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Hands it off. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. On the option. He'll pitch it. Bounced off his feet.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Touchdown, Baylor! And that one will give them the lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Oh, they block it. He's got it, and he can go with it. Pass to 50. The 30. He's at the 10. He takes it all the way back for the defensive 2-point conversion.
Well, this defense, David, has had their hands full all game long. They've given up some big plays. They're obviously down here late, but how about creating that takeaway deep in their own end?
And this is what you work on. Like these situations, I know I'm down. I need a turnover. I got to make something happen. Sometimes you give up bigger plays because you're trying to strip the football and make that happen. Nice job by the defense, executing perfectly. I got to get it back to my offense. It's 4th quarter. I need a turnover. Now, guess what, offense? It's your turn. You got the ball. Go do some damage.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And your offense, you're talking to each other the whole time. Look at the score. Understand the situation. We got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We got a chance to put this ball game away. We have to hold on to the football. 2 hands. Make sure I go to the ground with that thing in my possession. It's a big mistake that could cost them big.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. To the air, it's Sayin trying to get to it. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. He'll fire to his right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the running back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Baylor 13, Ohio State 12.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Sayin. Steps away to find some room. He'll throw it. It's complete to the left. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. They'll try the left side.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Touchdown, Ohio State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. The snap sets up the throw. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5.
That keeps the score. Ohio State 18, Baylor 13.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Back, and here comes the Bear offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To throw, it's McKinnon. Unloads it left. It's caught. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's McKinnon. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
From the gun, the ground game. They tried it again and got the same result. They'll get nothing and like it. Now they're looking at a third down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, man.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? The defense gets the pick six. Offense comes right back on the field, and they get the two-point conversion.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders of this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass, it's McKinnon. The quick out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bears will hustle to the line. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this defense knew that they were going to be seeing some option in this game, and right now everybody's doing a nice job playing their assignments. On the third play of that drive, they were expecting it, and everyone communicating and all rallying to the football. That was nice to see it through the coaching staff.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Off the play fake on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Quarterback adapting. He'll let one go down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand, that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Might be looking to run. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving on the year for him.
The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to have back.
Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Back to throw, it's McKinnon. They're setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking to go up top on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Off play action. The throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Motion from the offense. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Running back goes in motion. Pocket starts to collapse. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes, so there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
They're going to mark this one at the 15. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A long way to go for this offense. Looking for a man. It's McKinnon. Fires to the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Game tackle. You're going to win this game.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
17-yard line. It's 3rd down.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout. Baylor.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll run the option. Fighting off the defender. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Now, I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.